Mihinkäs nyt jäätiin? Donald Fraser.
No se on se se.
Kuules nyt Donaldin, mitä sä oot puuhastellut?
Mä tykkään tän aksentista.
You wanted to talk, and you came to find the only man capable of hearing you.
Mr. Prado, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do.
Erilaisia lopputuloksia.
I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
Have a drink and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her around the throat and I squeeze and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's...
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yes, our grief has brought us together. But I would never tell her about my...
Why not?
No.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Tehtiinkö me tämäkin nyt jo?
Tehtiin.
No perskelles.
En kyllä muista vasta.
Minäkään. No ei se, kun se tappanut sitä, niin... Yes. Hän tekee uusintana, mutta...
Mr. Fraser, I think that the real meaning of this dream is that you are in love with Megan Barnard.
That's a lie.
Please go on. Do.
These dreams... But what I do not...
Thank you.
It is late.
Poor boy, he seems completely lost.
Well, women seem to like him. I think Megan will take care of him. Oh, I remember. Did you order the product I needed?
Yes, we'll be receiving it tomorrow.
Bien, it is late, and I asked Miss Gray to come tomorrow morning. I have a few questions I wish to ask her.
Acting same way as Hercule Poirot.
Mademoiselle, I asked you here in order to answer a very important question. Am I right in thinking you said that you did not speak to anyone on the day Sir Carmichael was murdered?
It's the absolute truth.
Yet, Lady Clark maintained that she saw you talking to a stranger on the front doorstep.
Really? She must have been mistaken. Oh, I remember now. I'd forgotten all about it, but it wasn't important. It was just a salesman. One of those traders who sell stockings from door to door.
Can you describe him to me?
Medium size, glasses, dark suit, and a felt hat. Not the sort of man you notice. Completely harmless. That's why I forgot all about him.
Nothing else?
He was very hesitant and shy. Usually door-to-door salesmen are very confident, but he wasn't.
Mikäs näistä?
Ottaisin ton äsken.
You did not leave Churston willingly, I believe.
I don't wish to lie. Lady Clark did not appreciate my presence. And Franklin cannot go against the wishes of a sick lady. He is a good man, and he worries a great deal about his sister-in-law.
I noticed that you left some personal belongings behind at Churston. Are you planning on returning to Churston?
Who knows what the future holds?
Bien. I must ask you one last question. Please reply frankly with either yes or no. If Lady Clark had died, would you have agreed to marry Sir Carmichael if he'd asked you?
How dare you ask such a question? Sir Carmichael treated me just like his daughter. And all that I ever felt him was affection and gratitude, nothing else.
Thank you, mademoiselle. I will not keep you any longer.
Nyt se ei kysynyt niistä esineistä, mitä se...
Tuleeko harmaat braincellit?
I met Thora Grey on the stairs. Her cheeks were ablaze, and she appeared to be deeply hurt. Poirot, have you offended the poor girl again? Do you have good reasons for accusing her?
I accused her of nothing, Hastings. I simply asked her an important question she did not answer. Let us see if we can answer it for her.
Brain cells to work.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Would Jorah have married... Joo. Jorah is a seductress. Tää ei kyllä. Ei.
Pelisin sitä...
Nope. Tai se sen... Okei. Okay.
Mä luulen, että tota seduktressia ei se...
Franklin. No ei. Nyt meni vähän harpailuksella.
You must know how to read between the lines, Hastings. When Sir Carmichael refers to paternal affection, he is lying to himself. Read this engraving on the brooch. A dark dragon for an angel with glossy hair. These are the words of a lover, not a father. Lady Clark was not wrong.
What if Sir Carmichael had fallen in love with his secretary? That doesn't mean that she forced him to do so.
True, there are extenuating circumstances. She is a penniless orphan. But she is calculating. Just look how she avoided it when I asked if she would have married Clark.
I see. You think she seduced Sir Carmichael for her own gain, and that now she is doing the same with his brother. Poirot, your world is a very dark place.
Do not get carried away, mon ami. We have another more important matter to settle.
Really?
Yes, would you believe that Miss Grey taught me something new? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Brain cellejä. Where are the common point between murders? Nyt on paljon vaihtoehtoja. Onko se paljon for sale in shop? Stockings. Tässä nyt siinä. Seducer. Ehkä. Hetkone, ei tuon...
Joo, toista.
Tuo menee ihan liian nopeasti.
It's perfectly clear, Hastings. Perfectly clear. Indeed, a stalking seller visited Andover, Bexhill and Churston on the day of each murder. We have our suspect. This should be of interest to Job.
Jappia, hyvä suklaat. Telephone to Jap.
Chief Inspector, we are looking for a stalking salesman.
I see you have a suspect.
Yes. Contact all the stalking wholesalers who may employ him.
Your suspect is a salesman?
No, he does not take orders. He sells door to door.
Right. The hunt is on.
Ja vähän hassua, että nyt pelaajalle paljastettiin toi murhaaja aikaisemmin. Jos se nyt on.
Are you leaving, Mr. Cust?
Yes, I'm going to Cheltenham.
You shouldn't travel today. You don't look very well.
I have to. I have engagements. I must respect them.
Can you get the post, Hastings?
And why don't you go and get it yourself?
Très bien. What's going on? I've never known Hastings to be so disagreeable.
Yritetään ihan tukaan näppiksen. Mikä se loppu tosta? Aina se vaan väärin.
Poor Mr. Poirot. I'm quite sorry for you. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We've a long way to go still. Typery? No, that comes later. Letter T. The next little incident will take place in Doncaster on September 11th. So long. ABC. I should compare this letter with the one on my desk which I received earlier to see if it does indeed come from the same person.
We have done it already. 2 times. Kivitäpä nopeammin. Thinking.
Let us examine this more.
Joo.
Certain characters in the toilet.
Joo.
Yes, this eye is weird.
Yes.
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 I have to find some.
Yes. Shut up. Tää on vähän tyhmää
Yes.
tehdä
The
uudestaan 3. kerta.
Right. Let us compare.
Joo.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same
Mikä
defects.
muu oli sit?
I have to find some other.
Yes.
The W is not.
Joo. We know.
Right. Let us go. Of course. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same
Ai se
typewriter.
nyt oli right, jos on tehty 2 kertaa aikaisemmin sama.
Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes.
Decipher Burnet documents.
I've finished with this subject.
Aha. Missä ne objektit on? Ei toi lehti.
Daily Blag, August 31, 1935.
Daily
Moustache. Sometimes small things trouble great.
Oh,
3 mornings. This
Poirot, I assure you I haven't said any such thing to the journalists.
Melko paljon saavutuksia.
They twist everything.
Riivin puolella tuolla.
No.
Ei näin ole saavutuksia.
Se voi olla, että nämä näin niinku tavallaan.
Se on aina kuin Steamin juttu.
Royal Mathematics. It's highly probable. Yes, and it is easy. As soon as we know the ratio of towns, cities and villages whose names begin with a D and the ratio of English people whose names are spelled the same. On the one hand, the ratio of towns, cities and villages in England with a name starting with D, and on the other hand, the ratio of... After this initial calculation,
yes.
Go to the last page.
Se on vähän turhan chattana vielä. Missä nyt olisi ne palaneet kirjeet?
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Jos oli jotain...
Now, down to work. What of this needs putting in...
Huh? No. Eikö se on... Noniin. Enemmänkin sun homma tää.
Eikö sitä saa yhtään niinku kauempana?
Näitä ei voi siirtää.
Mä luulen, että eikö?
Lähtee pois.
Okei.
Kun menee tänne lähemmäksi, niin onko tää nyt silleen, että nää on niinku pienempiä paloja?
Pitääkö sun laittaa ne niinku tohon kiinni, jolloin toi olisi mun mielestä se, joka kuuluu.
This page will be reconstructed in a flash.
Will it? Will it really?
Eli siinä on niinku 4 sivua. Eikö sun pitää koota se tonne?
This page is child's play.
Is it? Is it really?
This piece should be placed.
Come on. Niin nää
This
yksittäisiä
page is
papereita
finished.
nää.
Niin.
That's done. 3 more to go.
Sen takia ne on
Sentään, että...
Joo, toi. Et se oikein pala.
Se on alhaalla alakulma toi äskeinen pala.
Mitä tää on? Toi on yläkulma.
Tuosta voi katsoa niin esimerkiksi noista teksteistä.
This page is finished. And that's 2 done.
Yes. We know.
This page will be reconstructed.
Joo, olpa hiljaa, ukko. Läpä molota koko ajan.
This page is finished.
Yes.
Only 1 more.
Otetaan alas tonne. Pää. On se vähän eri muoto. Eikö niitä on yläpuolella?
Mua niinku ihmetyttää, kun nämä palaset menee niinku tavallaan, että tekstit menee oikein, mutta sitten nämä palaset menee toistensa päälle. Että jos se on samaa paperia, niin eihän ne palat voi mennä toistensa päälle.
This page is finished. All the pages are reconstructed.
Nyt se sit sekoitti nää.
Varmaan pitää pistää se astellas.
A bottle of solvent. If someone has tried to get rid of this dope.
Toi.
A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
What next?
A bottle of solvent.
Saat sen solventin ton...
Se...
A bottle of solvent. All the pages are reconstructed.
Aha. Mitä tässä pitäisi tehdä? Eikö tämä kääntyy jostain? Nyt se pulla hävisi.
A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
Luulen, että sun pitää toi jotenkin
A dry cloth.
kastaa, mutta...
Se pullo hävisi.
Niin hävisi.
A dry cloth.
Mitä jos sä menet tonne, niin... Ja sit tuut takaisin, niin on se pullo.
If someone has tried to get rid of these documents, they may...
Kun mä luulen, että se pullo on, se meni oikein.
A dry cloth.
Se kaatoi sen pullon sinne.
A dry cloth. A dry cloth. A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
Come on. I don't know what to do.
A dry cloth.
Shut up.
A dry cloth. A dry cloth. A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
No.
A dry cloth.
Me tiedämme sen.
A dry cloth.
Tuota ei voi napata mitään.
A dry cloth.
Pitääkö pistää niin jollekin puolelle sitä tyyliä ja sitten avata se tai...
A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
Muuttuu niinku kädenkummaksi hetken aikaa, kun se on kätösyssä, mutta...
A dry cloth. A dry cloth.
En jaksaa jankata.
If someone has tried to get rid of these documents, they may be important.
Se ei ole tostakaan nyt. Mä tykkään kuvaa mihinkään, eikä tällä mihinkään muualla.
A dry cloth.
Mitenkään käännellä sitä pöytää tai muuta.
Ei. Tapas. Tuotteko sen... Ei ota...
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
Sen niitä...
Now, down to work. What of these needs put...
Fuck.
No se ei ollut vaikea.
Ei se hirveän vaikea ollut.
Nyt se ei ole dry cloth.
Joo. No niin, se pukastaa se pulla hävisi sit johonkin. Mä ajattelin, että se ehti kaataa sen tonne paperinen päälle.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note.
Make a note.
Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the bottom of the garden at Campside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
Read the construction documents.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with lots of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine. Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis causing dysphonia. Advised to stop smoking. Alexander Bonaparte Cust. While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster. Asthmatic, heart disease, heart condition. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Tähän me 4 murhaa nähty.
Ei niin, mutta siinä oli 2 ekaa murhaa, 4. murhaa ja murhaaja. No kaikki sen yhden potilaita.
Niin.
Niin toi saattaa olla, kun ne on kaikki sen yhden potilaita, niin... Niin.
Okei.
Se on toi.
Aha. Mä sitten pois noin tuolta. Sisäadressa tuskin liittyy. Näin.
En usko. Niin.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because all the patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the 2 victims appear on them? And who are the 2 other patients?
These are very good questions.
Älä jää juttele sen, kun vastaa se puolelle.
Hello, Poirot?
Any news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady, who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Ei se toi ollut, se oli tää Kust.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yeah,
how did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but after that, nobody knows where he went.
Mä en usko, että se menisi Lontooseen. Se jos... D-hän se varmaan meni, koska se D-ssä seuraa murhaa.
Niin, mutta onko Black Swan Hotel semmonen, minkä sä tiedät?
En nyt meni ohi tässä, mutta varmaan se on toi...
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
Jos oli All tai...
How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key. So has Cust been arrested?
Yes, the Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Chief Inspector, I believe that I share responsibility for this incident.
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical records. His heart was weak. I should have warned you.
It's very honest of you to tell me that, Poirot. I appreciate your gesture.
Please keep me informed of his progress.
You can count on me. I'll do what's needed.
I will visit him at his bedside when the killer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents. While we're waiting to question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House.
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt.
Bientôt.
Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our number one suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you were so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable one. Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own.
Vielä jatketaan ensi kerralla.
To Marbury Guest House, please.
Voisi olla ihan hyvä paikka. Sorry. Tää voisi olla ihan hyvä paikka.
Karjasee aina kummallisesti.